Hi, Bill. It's a pretty easy fix. I'm going to show you the three parts you have. You got the ball and the spring and this post. This goes in a different place, and this came loose, and just a little screw came loose and allowed this to fall out, which allowed this to fall out. And I'll show you how to put it back into place. Okay, I just did the same thing to this one, so I'm going to recreate and I'm going to show you how to fix it. Basically, you got with the handle all the way up, you got this thing hanging down like this. You can lift this up, and this will come. This hole here is where that bearing goes. You put the spring in first, okay, and it won't go in all the way because it's pushing on that bearing. And then you put that bearing right on top of that spring, and you kind of push in on it as you're pushing a little bit. You can push in because of the spring, and push in as you go down, and it will go behind that tab. Show it from this angle over here. See how the bearing went behind the tab now? And I'll come up and show you one more time. The bearing's right there. The spring first and the bearing, and then get it behind that tab. One thing I want to tell you, make sure your blade's all the way down in against the red cut pad, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself on this. So first and foremost, make sure that blade is all the way down. Then you lift this up, put that spring in, put the bearing in, and then push it down and get it behind this plate right here, and that will take care of that part. Okay, now all we got is the post left, and the reason that came out is because this post came out. Now you just want to take this down, and you may need to keep this level with your hand as you're bringing this down to make sure it goes down flat. You know, see it's kind of getting off a little bit, so I'll push it down a little bit, and just make sure it goes down the same on this side as that side, and then just lightly put it down. That's it. It doesn't have to be pushed down hard. Just lightly put this down. Make sure this is flat all the way down. Okay, once you got that, you're going to take this entire cutter, and you're going to make sure you got it on a good sturdy surface where it won't fall off or hurt anybody. Again, blade all the way down. You can flip this up right there, and then you're going to tip this up on its side like this, and just let it sit on its side. It will sit there pretty firmly. Okay, and what you're going to need now, all you're going to need is a screwdriver, and hopefully you have a 3mm Allen wrench. Okay, and this we're going to go here first, and here's where hopefully you can see this. There's this screw here, this little bolt here is what came loose on you and allowed this to come out. It must have happened during shipping as we check this stuff. But just take this with your 3mm Allen wrench and back it off about a half a turn or a turn. Okay. And check if this pushes up like that, it's pushing your clamp up on that side. Make sure your clamp stays down all the way, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to take this flat screwdriver, and you're going to place it. There's a square hole in this part right here, and this metal thing here right there, there's a square hole, and you need to get this flat screwdriver like that, just right inside that square hole, and then kind of with some leverage push this way lightly with it against this, push just to keep this down as you let the clamp handle up. Come around here, Mike. As I'm doing that, I'm gonna lift this all the way up to the highest position it will go. Okay, I'm gonna lift it all up. Okay, now come around here. I'll do it when we're over here. Okay, as you're pushing on this, just light pressure with that screwdriver in that square hole in there. You're gonna push, and this is gonna and push with it. You know, as you raise that handle, this is gonna move. I'm raising the handle now, and that's gonna move all the way. And I lost it there, so I gotta start over again. See how it's down there? You need to kind of lift it up and then lower it down together so it comes down, or it won't go down right. And you don't need it tight, just all the way down. I'm going to do that again. Put that in that slot there and raise this handle all the way up.
It'd be better if you had help too.
Yeah, I'm doing this by myself. You'll have some help. Now see this hole here? Now you can look, as you're pushing with this hand, you can look down in there, and there's actually a square piece, a metal square piece with a hole in it. It's inside this square piece, and this needs to drop down in there, and it'll fall right in that thing. See, and it needs to go all the way flush. So if it's not all the way flush, it's not. So kind of move this around like this, and push down your clamp. It came up a little bit on me there. I need to get this out of here now. It's not my square piece is not quite lined up, and you can take a smaller screwdriver and go down that hole and line that square piece up. There's a circle down in there that needs to go just perfect. Let's see, I lined it up. I think it should go in now. There it goes. See, it went all the way flat. When it goes all the way flat, then it's in. Okay, and now you can slowly lower the clamp back down. Well, actually, just pull this out. Just let it go like that and let it come on out, okay? And now we're gonna lower the clamp all the way down. It should be working now. The clamp should come down nicely. Snug it lightly, and then just come over here. See that? This thing is still flat in there. You know, check, make sure it's still all the way flat on there, that peg. And now just tighten this Allen screw up here, because yours must have came loose in shipping, which allowed that to fall out, which allowed that bearing and that spring to fall out. Oops. And again, just snug tight. It doesn't have to be super tight. You'll just because it's not going to be shipping anyway now. Anyway, that's it.